Okay, I'm just going to run through the different ways of posting an invoice on Sage. To post an invoice, you want to be in the Customers module, which is shown here. One thing about the Customers module that is good is that it will highlight in red any customers who have overstepped their credit limit. You can see the credit limit and other information by double clicking on a customer and opening the customer record. A little pop-up there to warn you that it's over its credit limit. You can see all of the contact information, and under the credit control tab you'll have the credit limit, and there's a great area here for adding memos when you're completing credit control to keep up to date of what the last point of contact was. Also from the customer module you can see an activity and see that the outstanding invoice is there. So we want to post an invoice. There's two ways of posting an invoice. Generally, either first post it directly into the ledger using the invoice tab button there, and this is a line entry for the invoice, and this is when you would produce your invoices via a different method, via Word or via an online system. Then you would post the actual transaction in here. You select the account either by pre-selecting it with a blue, by selecting it before you get in the screen, or by using the drop down. Then you post the date, reference of your description. You can be a consecutive number, the nominal code that the invoice relates to, and you can change the nominal code if it's a different thing, or you can add a new one. Project reference if you're using projects on Act, on Sage, and then details here of the invoice. Sale of white wine. Enter the amount. The Sage does the set the default tax code and the VAT amount for you, and then once you're happy with the invoice you can click save. You can always add a different invoice, and you can do it in batch invoices from this. So this is a very quick and easy way of posting batch invoices. You click F6, it copies the detail from the line above, which isn't always relevant, but we'll do that. And if you hit F8, it will delete the line. One thing that some versions of Sage have is a memorize button, so you can actually memorize that invoice. So if it's an invoice you post regularly, one way is you can memorize it, which will save the detail, and then next time you come in you can recall. So that's the batch invoices, how to post a batch invoice. The second way is to use the invoice list, which is a way of getting Sage to produce your invoices for you. Click on New / Edit, and it will bring up the standard invoice box. And you can select either a product or service invoice. Service invoices is slightly more flexible because it allows you to enter a lot more detail. Select the person that you're invoicing it to, and Sage will pre-populate the fields. You can also use Sage's automatic generated number, or you can add in your own invoice number. You can add in as much detail as you want there, the net amount, the amount, and then Sage will work out the difference for you. You can add from here. You can add discounts, delivery note details, and payment details. When you're happy with the invoice, you press print, but ignore that warning for now. And it will give you an option of the different types of invoices. The good thing about invoices in this area is that you can edit them to suit your own business, and you don't necessarily need to use the stationery provided by Sage, although if you do that, the templates are set up for that. This box will pop up with a list of all the invoices, which you can easily edit the layout. Pick your desired invoice and then preview it, and then your invoice will appear. This template can be edited to add your logo, and then you can print it straight from Word. Once you close that invoice, Sage will ask you if you want to update the ledgers, and you just click OK and preview, and then close the details, and that invoice will get posted to the ledgers. So that's how you post two different types of invoicing, and it really does depend whether you're going to invoice from a Word document for ease of use, or whether you want to run from the customer list to get the ledger posting done and produce the invoice. The customer list is arguably quicker, the invoice list, because you can do the two things at once.